welcome to Kensington Community Church on this beautiful Sunday morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Everybody's spunky this morning.
If we had nursed evil in our hearts, God would not have listened.
But God did listen and heeded the voice of our prayers.
So they would search for God and perhaps grope for God and find God. Though indeed God is not far from each one of us, for in God we live and move and have our being, as even some of your own poets have said, for we too are God's offspring. My retreat wasn't because of that, but it was to pull back. That's right, the same meeting. It was to step back away from normal life, so that I can get in better touch with myself and with God and with others. And that's something that we all need to do from time to time, and especially for a pastor to do, because of the routines and responsibilities of everyday life. I can get lost in that, and I lose perspective. So I need to get away, retreat, and get some perspective. And guess where I went? I went to a place called Ghost Ranch. Yeah, it's a cool place. It's 6,500 feet above sea level in the desert. And going to the desert is a long, long, long Christian tradition. Way, 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 way back at the beginning, people would go out into the desert to find a better place to get in touch with God. It has something even more powerful, an ideology that assumes the self to be supreme. In the cult of the self, all of life is oriented to one's own well-being. Every aspect of every experience pivots around questions such as, what's in it for me? How does this meet my needs? In the cult of the self, spirituality becomes just another form of meeting my needs, making my life better, or helping me to feel better about myself. In the cult of the self, we should forgive others, not because Christ commanded it, but because we will feel better and live longer. We should pray, not to acknowledge our daily dependence on God, but because it will soothe our nerves and lower our blood pressure. The result of this spiritual ideology puts everything